Welcome to Samarkand for Uzbekistan's second economic forum, where I am delighted to be joined by Muzaffar Razakov, CEO at the Global Textile Group of Companies. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Your company covers the full textile value chain, and it was born out of a dream, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're fully right. Our company has been born actually out of our youth dreams, from the time where I used to live in Europe and study in Europe, I was always thinking why it's happened in Europe that companies are working in a normal condition and they are successful and they're employing so much people and everybody getting their own happiness and joy and the work. And it was my dream, and our company has been established 2017 out of our physically, out of our dream in area of textile. And after this change, we have been adapted to the program of so-called cotton textile clustering. We are one of the biggest cotton clusters and leaders in this area. We are covering this all value chain, technological chain, from planting of seeds, cotton seeds, up to through the ginning, through the spinning, through the knitting, dyeing, finishing, up to the ready garments. Not almost, it's entire chain. And what can I tell? We are at the currently we're employing more than 3,500 people on our payroll every month, and I'm very much proud of it actually. And I have to say this is one of the biggest achievement, so-called employment, new jobs, creating new jobs, and basically we are as a company the result of all new changes after this new Uzbekistan move, and we are the product out of these all reforms actually.
Your company has benefited tremendously from the reforms here in Uzbekistan, and in fact, today it's one of the fastest growing private businesses in Uzbekistan and one of the largest.
Yeah, we are growing very much fast, and out of these all reforms, out of these all changes have been benefited entire folk actually. And we have been just in the right time, in the right place, and we have put all our efforts and actually enjoying the success, which gives us much more power and energy to move forward and be much more successful, much more in the movement. Yeah.
And just like the country, your company has grown a lot over the past years.
Yes, we are growing almost double digit a year almost in each aspect, and this is a sort of start with never-ending growth, and I hope it will keep much more and continue next couple years more actually. And I'm identifying our company with our country, which is really tremendously rapidly growing and rapidly developing in each direction. Yeah.
The key theme of the forum this year is people at the heart of reforms. So tell us about the changes that mean that workers can finally enjoy better conditions in Uzbekistan.
To really sufficient answer on your question, we have to look on the two snapshots actually, before changes and after changes. At that time, 2000, I would say 15, let's say, we had an absolutely catastrophic situation with child labor, with forced labor, with completely boycott all Uzbek, let's say, cotton and textile products, and huge problems in the developing of industry itself. Our president has really changed the rules of game, so-called the rules of doing business, where he has really created or facilitated the interest of private business into the growing and getting access to the real good raw cotton and cotton raw material, where we have put a lot of efforts. We have jumped into the agro-industry, agro-sphere, and it was in our interest to remove all kind of forced, let's say, misusing elements, and we as a company have contributed a lot to remove this pledge of cotton pledge, and we have several times meetings with the Cotton Campaign and all other human rights organizations. I personally, in person, I have invited several times to our company to visit and to help us, to assist us and to show us all mistakes we are doing. And you know, since that time and now, we have currently really very nice working conditions for all our employees. I mentioned we are employing more than 3,500 people, and mainly they are youth. It's around 30 years, and mainly they are women. And you can imagine how they are enjoying the working life, the working atmosphere, which I have dreamed, as I said in the past. We have done this with our team. Social and environmental responsibility, I feel this is one of the things where I would like and would love to contribute, and will keep contribution to this sphere.
Are you excited about the prospects for your industry and your company?
Yes, I'm very much excited, and you know, as I said, each success makes much more power and energy, positive energy, to all of our team members, you know, and we want to do more. And we are young, and I'm pretty much confident we will achieve a lot of big targets and a lot of big results.
When you say it gives you joy to create more jobs and to make people happy, can you tell us more about your efforts to improve conditions in your factories and in the fields?
Yeah, it's really makes big joy for me to create a state-of-the-art working places and working environment. Why? Really, it was I'm an unusual business person probably, and I have seen the people, and especially women in rural area, the living standards, and really we live through. I'm originally, my background, we're coming from the province area, and we know the living standard, living quality, and it was my dream to return what I have been invested from my folk, from Uzbekistan back to our country, back to Uzbekistan, and it makes really a big motivation, big move inside, emotional move for me to create the jobs, and I'm appealing all our business people to do this. And I have to say, it's textile industry, it's a sort of social area, because we're creating the biggest number of new jobs, and and we're covering this unemployment in our country.
Traceability increasingly matters to the consumer. So what have you done to ensure there's more transparency across the whole value chain?
One of the biggest benefits out of this cluster reforms, where we can track and trace all our products, starting from really field, from actually DNA analysis up to the shelf, in the retail. We can easily follow up and trace the all origin, and we can prove and convince all our customers that we are clean and we are very compliant with all social, environmental conditions. And we have launched recently, also internal in our corporation, the track and trace project together with the biggest leader out of USA, and we are starting, let's say, we will deliver this service to our customer by the end of this year, where our customer can easily scan our QR code and follow up all our products, where we come and when it was produced and processed.
Why is it important for you to be here in Samarkand for the Uzbekistan Economic Forum?
For me, it's very much important to be here to see from the perspective of politicians, from our government, who is providing the result of their efforts and publicity and announcing these all results and explaining. And this is also sort of dialogue between the government, Uzbek government, and private sector and foreign sector, all out of whole world. And it's also very much important for me to meet representatives of international finance organizations and international banks, etc., just to get to know what is the newest forecast and what is the newest ideas and knowledge in that area, and how it's fully developing, how it's developing the world, in which direction, in which speed. Yeah.
Uzbekistan is famous all over the world for its textile industries and its beautiful icats. Do you think that it's got what it takes to become a leader in the sector?
Yeah, we will do our best. This is also one of our biggest dreams, first of all, to take our place in the world community, in the textile industry, in the world textile, and to be one of the leaders out of this world textile market. and we will count, and our comparative advantage would be my dream is that quality, because we have very expensive, in all meaning expensive raw material, expensive technologies, and beautiful people, and we can do out of this very high quality products and achieve our market share in the world.
How much has Uzbekistan changed over the past years?
Yeah, Uzbekistan changing very fast, first of all, and in very good, improving direction. What has changed? I can easily tell you, living standards have been changed a lot. People forgetting about the difficulties we have lived through in the past several years, and we're receiving much more comfort and much more benefits of the new situation, of the new environment in Uzbekistan. Again, living standards has been improved immensely. This is what we are forgetting.
Mr. Razakov, thank you very much.
Thank you to you.